Let's talk money. Money, 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 money. It's RSN. Welcome back to my channel, and if this is your first time here, thank you for clicking this video. My name is Nicole Nyasha. I'm a certified professional recruiter based in Canada, and I make career-related content. One of the things I've been saying consistently this year is how we should all make it. So today I want to keep it real with you. You shouldn't be relying on your corporate salary alone. No, not if you want to have true financial independence, a fancy retirement plan, and to leave an inheritance for your children's children, which is what the Word of God instructs us to do. As much as we should try and make more within our corporate jobs through annual increases, promotions, bonuses, benefits, and all of that, we should also try and make more outside of work. Now, there are a couple of ways, a lot of ways actually, that you can earn more money outside your formal job. And today I'm going to be sharing some of the things that I do and sharing some ideas with you. First up, and this is becoming increasingly popular in Canada, is food and grocery delivery. If you have like Corner Shop, Uber Eats, DoorDash on your phone to order takeout or have your groceries delivered to your door, you can actually sign up to deliver yourself. I know people who are making at a minimum $1,000 a week from doing this for a couple of hours every evening after work and on weekends. Now, how much time you put into it obviously depends on your financial goals, what kind of job you're working in right now, and just what you're trying to achieve. You can set goals to make $300 a week, $500 a week, whatever works for you. The setup cost for this would be obviously to have a car because you're going to be driving and delivering. And I believe they will do some checks or some sort of verification process to approve you before you're good to get started. Another one is digital products, and this is one of my personal favorites. And that's just because you need to invest a few hours upfront to obviously create something of value. But once you've put it out there, you can keep generating income over and over. I have a career planner on Amazon. It took me a couple of weeks to design it and come up with the content actually. I did invest a lot of time and effort into making sure it was something valuable and functional. And then I published it through Amazon, and now I just have to talk about it, promote it like I'm doing right now, and I get paid. So go ahead and check it out. It'll be in the description box if you're looking to level up in your career this year and you're looking for a structured way to get yourself organized. Amazon does take a percentage of every sale if you want to put out like an ebook or even a physical book. If you want to avoid that, you can use other platforms like Etsy. But they also take, like, every platform is going to take something, right? Even if you have your own website, you're going to be paying, for hosting. And you don't have to reinvent the wheel here. Take the knowledge that you already know, whatever you're an expert at, and put it into a helpful resource. Your investment cost here is going to obviously be a computer, some sort of editing application to create the digital product. Canva is a good one. And you also need to be paying for whatever platform you're going to host on. Like I mentioned, Amazon, Etsy, everything is going to take a small percentage. If you're finding this video helpful so far, please leave a like or comment. It really helps YouTube know that it is, good content so they can recommend it to more people. Closely linked to digital products, but I'll separate that because they're not really the same, is online courses. The underlying idea here is the same. So take what you already know and you're expert at and put it into a resource to help others. Digital courses do require more work, more effort on your part because you need to make sure that the content is legit. You don't want to sell people crap. So you also need to invest in quality video and editing, as well as the housing platform might cost you more. There are a couple of good ones. There's Teachable, there's Thinkific. You can look up whichever one suits your needs. Your investment cost for courses is going to be higher, but you can also charge more and get a bigger return. I currently have 2 courses available online on Thinkific. My best seller is an A to Z job search guide that gives you all the templates that you need if you're job searching, from figuring out your career path to resume templates, networking templates to reach out to people, to reach out to recruiters, thank you notes, interview notes, salary negotiation templates, literally everything you need in terms of a template and document in your job search. That will also be in the description box. Content creation is a big one. I see so many people complaining about content creators, how they are fake, annoying, etc. The only thing I have to say is stop hating and join them or just unfollow them. I know content creators who live in beautiful houses, drive expensive cars, and are living the dream life from legitimate internet money. Now, I'm not oblivious to the fact that not all that glitters is gold, and that not everything is as it seems, but I actually do know people personally that are making it. Content creation can take different forms. You can choose to create content and share it as a creator, or you can choose to create content for brands and pass it over to them without even ever showing your face, or even showing your face, but without people knowing that you're a content creator, if that's what your concern is. Even if you don't want to show your face, you can create product shots. There's so many things you can do. Personally, I am on YouTube, obviously, and Instagram, but my personal favorite is YouTube because it's more evergreen and you can make money. As you're watching this right now, I'm making money from videos I made 6 months ago, 1 year ago, 2 years ago, and the investment cost for that for me was researching a topic, making a video on it, about it, putting it out there, and now I'm making money from it. And so, yeah, that's a great way to make passive income even. I haven't made much money from brands because I haven't been intentional about, reaching out to brands, but that's something I should probably start doing. Your investment cost for content creation is a decent phone, and editing software. When I started creating content, I used to use my Samsung and iMovie on my MacBook, and now I use a camera and I use Final Cut Pro. But use what you have to get started. Another personal favorite is service-based businesses. Remember when God asked Moses, what is in your hand? What is in your hand? What gift or talent do you have that God can use to be a blessing to you financially? Can you braid hair, apply makeup, eyelashes? Are you into photography, baking, cooking? Whatever it is, why not take it a step further, invest into bettering that craft, and get really good at it, then start charging for those services. There's so many platforms you can register yourself to get customers as a freelancer, or even just utilize the power of social media to advertise your services. In my free time, I review LinkedIn profiles and resumes. I've used LinkedIn personally to pivot from customer service to HR, and I have years of experience as a recruiter and using LinkedIn, and so those are easy services for me to provide. For some point, I even used to manage social media for small businesses because I had experience doing it for myself, but then I let that go so I could focus on career services and become more effective. The point here is find what you enjoy doing and you are good at, because that's important. You need to be good at it, and monetize it. So these are the top 5 side hustles I wanted to share today, and how I personally plan on making more money this year outside of my regular job. If you found this video insightful at all, please give it a like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't. And let me know what other types of side hustles are you doing. Don't forget to download your interview guide if you haven't, and check out this video for other career related tips. Thank you for watching. God bless you, and I will see you in the next video.